Yes, people, sorry for the delay. I was just waiting for Ten Hag to get sacked. No, wait, my bad. Did that slip?
Stop being toxic. Stop being toxic, Cass.
But yeah, man. Sorry for being late in it. Is what it is. You're all here. You're all enjoying it. We're going to be talking about, Eddie. How did he not win that game? And then also Manchester City, and obviously whatever just happened there. HAALAND. There you go, man. Anyone that's doubting him, there you go. But shout out to everyone that's liked the video so far. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you smash the like button. And yeah, we're gonna get straight into probably the Man City game first before the Newcastle questions all start to come up. Because I'm pretty sure we all thought that they were gonna win. I thought they were gonna win. But yeah, man. Daps, you watched the game. Young boy. You told me Grealish sensational. I've seen it in the comments. Grealish sensational.
Grealish was good, man. I wouldn't say. Do you know what? I wouldn't say sensational. I think. What I would say, because
superb,
right?
He's playing on the right today.
They switched. He moved about him. They kept switching him and Doku from left to right, left to right. Look, all I'll say is I've been saying I wanted to see. There's this big thing: Grealish, Doku. Why not both? And for me, that's what I think. Both is perfect because nowadays you don't want both your wingers to play like wingers. Yeah, like trying to get to the byline, cutting in. You want your wingers to do different things. And that's where I think Doku and Grealish actually works, because they do different things, yeah? And look, you're not going to look at a Grealish game like today and say Grealish was sensational, because the truth of the matter is, yeah, there's certain things you have to get your head around. Like Messi is going to win the Ballon d'Or. That's one thing you get your head around the minute he wins the World Cup, right? Grealish is not going to go out and be what people see as a winger, sensational, yeah? But what I would say is today, Grealish showed the balance he brings our team. And that was it. Like, I saw a Grealish performance very similar to a lot of Grealish's performances last season. That for me, I get it. Some people won't get it, and that's fine. But I just think, ball retention, creating space for other people. That was it. Down the left, we were cooking again. All of a sudden, he was finding, Grealish will drag players out of position, then pop the ball back to someone who can then whip in across. And it's just, we were right. End of the first half. First half was frustrating because we weren't clinical enough. But that's a good thing. If we're getting back to a point where I'm saying Man City weren't clinical enough, because when we played Arsenal, it wasn't that we weren't clinical enough. It's that we weren't creating enough chances. So now that's it. Look, we've ended up this game 3-1. We did score a fourth, but it got disallowed. And first half was probably frustrating for HAALAND, but I think HAALAND played really well in the first half, but he didn't score. Second half, he started off.
Was the 1-0 against the run of play with the young boys? Was it against the run of play?
Whoa.
No, they didn't go 1-0.
Was it 1-0 to City?
Yeah, it was 1-0 to City first. Yeah, it was 1-0.
When you speak about young boys, it's bare pauses.
But you know what? They've actually got a name as well, innit? They're not called, what are they actually called?
Yeah,
let's call them that, man, because otherwise we're going to be saying pause every
day. What are they called?
YB, just call them YB, man.
YB.
Do you know what? They were loud, by the way, as well. They were proper loud.
Is that why you've gone for the young headphones today? Yeah.
Oh, my batteries. My daughters. they're my daughters, yeah. Mine are on charge because they ran out earlier. So I might switch back to them. But they kind of match what I'm wearing. So, it was, do you know what? It was anyone that didn't watch the game at 2-1 were probably saying, oh, City is struggling here, yeah. If you watched the game, that wasn't how it went. The biggest struggle for me, I was worried because of the AstroTurf and the wet weather. I was worried players were going to pick up injuries because they were slipping all over the gaff.
Where was the creativity coming from?
Everywhere, Bolt, to be frank with you. Yeah. I'll be honest, HAALAND was good today. Like, people that were saying, did HAALAND miss a few chances today? Yeah, he did again. But he also scored 2. And he also, in the first half in particular, was really involved in build-up play. And actually, he got an assist for Alvarez that got chalked off. Really nice 1-2 with Alvarez. So I think today, I actually saw other sides of HAALAND, which were good. Nunez was good. In the first half, it took Nunez and Doku a little while to get on the same page. There's one or two times where yeah, no, look, I think it was a good performance. Rodri was Rodri. Funnily enough, their goal, I'm pretty certain it was their goal. Their goal came from a Rodri mistake. The only Rodri mistake of the game. Rodri gave the ball away and they went to the other end. We see their goal. Their goal was a dope chip. Proper nice chip.
That shit was nice.
Cold. Bro, do you know what it reminded me of? I mean, this one was better, but most of you might be... Nani
versus Man City.
Nah. Most of you will be too young. But if you go and look at Ian Wright chip for Arsenal one time, yeah, where he was on the edge of the box, yeah, and he didn't look up, head down, and just dug it out and looped it, as in, you know, that it looped the keeper and it didn't like bounce and roll in. It literally just straight in the net. Great goal. But look, it's funny because people in one group chat, the Never a Foul group chat, they're saying before Haaland scored his second, they were saying, "Oh, Haaland's looking a bit washed and whatever." And I'm like, bro, like he scored last game, he scored this game. He's Premier League top goal scorer. This Haaland washed business is just hilarious, yeah.
Daps, do you think it's one of them ones where Haaland, people will say he never had a good game if he doesn't score because of his style of play?
Yeah, 100.
Is that just what it is?
Yeah, and that's the thing, because today, actually, in the first half, I'd say if you were watching the game and not just looking at did Haaland score or didn't he score, you'd say, do you know what? Haaland had a good first half, was really dropping deep, picking up the ball, winning the ball back, doing really well. But people don't want to see that from Haaland. But then he goes and scores. I will say his penalty looked nervous. Definitely did. And his dad, the camera went on his dad in the stands. His dad looked nervous as hell, yeah? So it does kind of tell you that the guy isn't a robot, yeah? And that the guy...
He's still a robot, man. He's still a robot, bro.
Oh, but no. And even when he scored, his dad just looked emotionless. His dad just sat there. Then people started like grabbing his dad. Then his dad started smiling. But I think...
Keep him away from the young boys.
The penalty wouldn't have... Probably because, you know, the keeper got a hand to it, but he hit it so hard he wasn't stopping it. But the second goal is where I think Haaland's confidence, if I'm a United fan, I'm looking at the second goal and being like, okay, right, now Haaland looks confident again, because the second goal was a very good finish, very, very good finish.
Not quite Harry Maguire-esque, but we'll get there.
This guy is so shameless.
Well, I saw someone say, all right, so he's overcome the young boys test. Now we can we can only say Haaland is back, yeah, when he overcomes the Maguire test.
That's the one.
I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that one.
Got past the Prince Andrew test. Now he's on to the Maguire test, bro. It's all good, man.
Oh, listen. All I can say is that team from Switzerland got wanked off.
Anything goes tonight.
So many jokes you can run.
This team, man.
Oh man, the wanked off stadium is out.
Right, the mad thing is they beat you a few years ago.
Legit? The stadium,
they did beat them.
Their stadium is called Wanked Off. Imagine, you know, DWE. If DWE was being like, get wanked off, ooh.
Whoa. That movement is a bit mad.
Yeah, that movement was definitely crazy.
That movement was crazy, bro. Man didn't even
I tried to not say nothing. I tried to say that.
I pause. I big pause on that, bro.
But anyone that knows
clip that up.
Anyone that was into grime, yeah, that's how DW used to hold the mic and used to when
we know.
Yeah.
You know. It just looked wild there.
I need that clip. 8 minutes to 35 people. I need that clip.
Cass, just to let you know, yeah, if you release that clip, yeah, then no problem, bro. I've got pictures of you doing a studio show with Ty sat there in your boxers, yeah. That will get released, no problem.
Shots fired, left, right.
If man don't want to see my nuts and that's up to you, innit? But I didn't do no movement, innit? It's getting released.
That movement was crazy. It's the fact he done it a couple of times as well.
Yeah, he kept doing it, man, literally.
Guys.
And the thing is, listen, anyone that says, I hope someone clipped that, this is YouTube, yeah? It doesn't go nowhere. You can go and clip it now. It's not going nowhere.
Oh, man, Jack Grealish had a fun time with you, man.
That was funny, man.
But you, but yeah, you, man, got beat there a few years ago, innit, Cass?
We've been beat everywhere, G.
Yeah, to be fair. Pause.
You got beat by young boys, yeah.
They beat them. But who was the manager? Who was the manager at the time? I remember that loss.
They got beaten. They got beaten, wanked off.
No, was it Jose? It might be Jose. You know.
It might have been Jose, innit?
Yeah, it might have been. It might be.
And then you went down to. Then you go down to Europa that season.
That would definitely be the Jose season, the Sevilla time, innit?
And then you won it. Yeah.
It might have been that. But yeah, guys, make sure you smashing the like button. We're 34 away from 100 likes. Let's just build that up quickly, and we can have some more fun about it. I want to know about the game as a whole, because we're playing you on the weekend.
Oh, bro. So as a whole,
I want to know what.
Is that Old Trafford?
Yeah.
So, firstly, the relevant things to the weekend are that Stones didn't play, Vardiol didn't play, Walker didn't play, Bernardo Silva came on for about 15 minutes, Alvarez came on for about 20 minutes, Foden didn't play. So there was a lot of changes. In particular, the Vardiol Stones one, that tells you, and Walker one, probably tells you those three all start against you.
A long day, basically.
Rico Lewis, absolute brilliant performance again alongside Rodri.
He's a baller, man.
Can we say, like, it might be premature in it, but could we say he's might be a bit of a wonder kid?
Well, the mad thing is, that it came last season, when
on the low.
It kind of came on the low, but if you actually go and follow it, my man's been captain at most age groups, through the City Academy, right? But it did kind of come a bit out of nowhere. Remember, he's only 18 still,
That's the maddest part. He's 18.
The maddest thing for me is that he came through as a right back, and obviously last season when he came in, he was kind of playing next to Rodri a bit. And remember, it was him. Cass, remember when I think it was a Brentford game last season, I sent a picture in our WhatsApp group of how he was sitting next to Rodri. And this is before Stones did it. I kept going, it's mad because Rico Lewis is right back, but he keeps sitting next to Rodri. And this is before Stone. It was him that did it first for City, And then Pep played him a bit at left back. Like he was left back against Tottenham when we lost. What's his best position? Bro, for me, he's next to Rodri. Like not right back. Don't start him at right back. Literally start him.
You know what it is? The fact that he can play all those positions, bro, shows
that's
you how intelligent he is. He's an intelligent player, bro. And even last year, bro, like when he came into your team, I'll be real, like he was good. He was one of the better players, actually. Like what's his name, Gundogan and that KDB, they weren't playing well. He was.
It was him.
But he's improved a lot, even from last year. He's improved a lot.
Don, what it was is, I said, because I think he pretty much stopped playing for us. Maybe was getting odd minutes here and there, late February, But I was saying to someone in the summer, you best believe that next season he will be better, because when you're young, like anyone that's got kids, you know this. Sponges. The younger you are, the more you can absorb what's going on around you, and that's why learn languages when you're young, because when you're older, it's harder to learn them. And he is like, since then, he's a first team player. It's not like he was a youth player that kind of had played a few games then was back with the academy team. He was around this team day in, day out for 4 or 5 months without really playing. So that's going to help him. But I think the other thing is, because he's come through our academy and our academy teaches the same style of football, it means that he knows the City way of playing football. And the whole thing with City is we are a system-based team. If you can play one role at City, you know how to play the other roles, because it is a system. Pep said it about Foden before, but I think Rico's one that I think his ceiling is a lot higher than people actually think, because when he moves forward on the ball, he looks threatening as well. And like Cole Palmer a bit, like you will have seen, and everyone else is now seeing with Cole Palmer, it's having the ability to make the right decisions. Do you know what I mean? To know, and this is something that Michael Richards said before the Arsenal game about the difference between Rodri and other players that play that role, is knowing when to drive forward with the ball, knowing when to look for the easy pass. And Rodri will never transition the game until it's time to transition the game, whereas other players, Kovacic, for example, wouldn't know how to do that. And I think Rico Lewis is very similar with that. He just knows how to pick and make the right decisions. He was good, Cass. We were moving the ball about very, very well tonight. I don't know if maybe, although for the fact you could fall over and get an injury, AstroTurf isn't good on, you probably would say a wet AstroTurf surface is probably quite good for the way that City play football.
Yeah. This is why I'm surprised that you didn't play like Bernardo Silva's and all that kind of stuff, because that's their sort of.
But I think I'm resting for the
lightweight
weekend, bro.
thing.
Resting
of
for the
course
weekend.
but
It's
I
a
don't know.
perfect type of game to kind of try and give some of these players a bit more.
I'm telling
game
you
time.
now, if Varane played on that, he'd be injured for 4 months.
Yeah.
4
Well,
months.
Doku had a chance in the first half, and it looked like he miskicked it. But then in the replay, you saw he just literally slipped when he went to kick the ball because you know it in our back garden, Cass. Like when that gets wet, it's slippery as hell. Like AstroTurf is just not good to walk on. Like, I saw your face there. No, bro, no, we're talking about AstroTurf, you filthy man.
What's going wrong with you? You know that.
I think overall we were moving the ball about really well. It was a good. Do you know what? It was a good game for me going into the game at the weekend because it was. We looked more like a City of last season for me. The way we were moving the ball about, it was just looked a lot more City-like.
Well, fair enough. So your man of the match is Grealish?
It has to be Grealish after how you spoke about it.
Yeah. Well, I actually said people need to calm down saying it was sensational. But I'd say, Rodri was good. It's one of them ones where you could probably often pick out Rodri, but let's not do that because then it's going to be a lot of...
want to give it to Jack.
I'd probably say Grealish,
On
Rico Lewis was good as well.
Who was in goal today? Was it Edison?
Edison was back in goal,
So walk me through one thing as well, because just to debunk it, on one side of the other football YouTube, they are saying that there was a Grealish handball, but you're saying it's not a handball. Obviously,
I'm not saying it's not a handball.
Was it a handball that was meant to be given one way?
If I'm being 100, bro, I haven't gone back and looked at it, because why would I? The whistle didn't go, so why would I go back and look at it? So I can come in here and go, well, yeah, bro. From the picture I saw that Terry put up, it looks like a handball, innit? So
is it worse in
not my business.
Does it look worse in pitch form than it is video form?
I'll have to go back and watch it, bro. I watched it real time. I didn't really see it.
I don't think it would have really mattered anyways, man. We're going to have to go question the other side of stuff. Newcastle, man. Eddie Howe no go, man. Away the lad back home. Like, they have to...
Bro.
They suffered a 1-0 defeat. I don't know how they didn't win it in the first half, where they did concede, but I thought in the first 20-25 minutes, they would have definitely buried something. Almiron, I don't get this simulation stuff. He dived and didn't get booked. But other than that, like, I just thought they had definitely all the time in the world to go and beat them, but they couldn't sustain it in the second half. Now, if you want to talk about records, that was Borussia Dortmund's first win on English soil in over 6 appearances now?
Like that? They let us down like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Let us down, Let us down.
Bro, we beat Dortmund last year, bro. 2-0 with that shit team. We beat them last year, 2-0 at the bridge.
Yeah, so they got their, I don't know if it was a quality thing or maybe the PSG thing was a blip, but I can't lie, I did not expect Newcastle to lose against Dortmund, who have come into form of late anyways. It's not the worst thing in the world. They are both now 4 points each, but I would say Dortmund may have the upper hand now.
Yeah, but bro, I don't even, like, the only person that I look at in this game that was like good, I'd probably say is Anthony Gordon. I thought a lot of them individually underperform, man. Bruno Guimaraes, his passing was all over the place today, man. I don't know whether it was the rain. You know what I'm saying? I don't like giving players excuses here, but his passing wasn't it, man.
Cass is lining that one up for the weekend. Cass lined that one up for the Sheffield United game already.
Even at the Chelsea Arsenal game, bro, it was pouring down, bro. The passing, you could see the passing, it was putting the players off.
No, we play in the Premier League, bro. We play in the Premier League.
I know. I'm not giving excuses. I'm just saying, innit? Today, the passing was off individually. You know, those players like Wilson, he had a few chances that he could have buried. Almiron, he was threatening here and there, but he kept losing the ball, Cass.
Marlon, man, what a player, bro. I don't think he's a striker though. He reminds me of Jesus a bit. The way he moves, crazy. Marlon. Is he another one that came through the he came from Arsenal's academy, innit? Or something like that?
I'm not sure.
Something like that. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man. I think Dortmund's keeper was solid. Pope was solid with them double saves. Like, it was an interesting game, but second half something went flat.
Do you know what though? The second half they started off all right. Like, Newcastle were actually keeping Dortmund in their like final in their half, yeah. And they looked threatening, but again, it was that end quality, man. Even when Joe Willock came on, he was sloppy on the ball. I just think that a lot of players today let themselves down individually. You know what I'm saying? The only person I could look at that actually tried to do things was Anthony Gordon, bro, and Nick Pope here and there. But other than that, you know, towards the end, they nearly got a goal. They hit the crossbar twice. Tonali, I thought he was good when he came on. To be fair, I thought he was all right. But apart from that, bro, yeah, man, it was just a bit meaty from Newcastle today. Dead performance.
What do you think they were actually missing? Because I'm thinking like I don't know how to put it. This is where I look at when you need your Tonalis and stuff like that in the season, a bit of quality to get through. If you're talking on a what's it called, on the European scale, but I don't think this is nothing to be worried about. If you had to tell something to a Newcastle fan that were watching it or a rival fan, you would say there's nothing wrong with that game. It was maybe just a bad day in the office. Like,
what's going on?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. That's what it was. It was a lack of quality, man. Lack of quality. Even Longstaff, he didn't really do much today. So I think individually that's what it was. They weren't at that level that they've been at this season. Like the past few games.
We say Monts.
Telling me.
What you
watched the game, yeah?
Of course. Well, I was flipping between the City game and the Newcastle game, and a little bit of the PSG game.
I had the Milan PSG game on because I thought
Who won that? Who won that?
PSG. They battered them, bro. Battered them. Yeah.
They move mad. Still, they move mad.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like this group? There could be an element of this group, where it's like,
I don't know how to call it. Milan are out though.
Would it? I don't. Right. This group is a group of teams that are supposed to be good.
Yeah. Well. In terms of quality-wise, in terms of balance,
we thought Milan were going to have a really good season this season. We thought Milan were buying and Milan were. Yeah. And then I'm not going to throw Newcastle in there, to be fair, but then PSG are a team that every season we're like, PSG, this could be their year, any of that. Like, really, they're a team that away from home are definitely there to get beaten. Like, I think we've beat them at our place every time we played them, to be fair. I still think Newcastle qualify.
I don't know anymore because they got to go PSG and they've got to go to Dortmund. Tough away. That's away fixtures.
I just think they'll get. Bro, I'll be real. I just think they'll get it done when they need to get it done. I think Eddie Howe. I trust in Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe will get it done when he needs to get it done.
You know what it is? This is where it comes down to maybe experience in the Champions League. Like a lot of those Dortmund players have experience in the Champions League. PSG, obviously. AC Milan have just their quality just been shown up for what it really is, isn't it? It's not that good.
That's very inconsistent. That quality is inconsistent.
Yeah. Like this is what I'm saying. Like in a way, last time I saw Newcastle in an away fixture, we can really go off of is it was the Milan away, and that was a shit show. It's like it was always going to be tight though for Newcastle. In fairness, I don't want to overrate it, but after that PSG result, that went over maybe it went over. What they're going to do a lot better than what we thought. Maybe it is a Europa League thing for them potentially Thursday nights, but it might be one of those seasons. But like you said, man, you don't know what Newcastle is going to show up. One day they're pressing like monsters. Isaac's on job, and the next they're kind of flat.
Do you know what? I said this about Arsenal yesterday. Yeah, that I felt that win for Arsenal yesterday was a big win, and it was a good lesson for Arsenal. That like to know that away games you do have to just win by any means, and that things aren't going to be a walk in the park. And I would totally understand why after beating PSG 4-0, was it 4-0 they beat him?
Who's that? Arsenal?
Newcastle. Oh no, 4-1.
4-1, right. After beating PSG 4-1 at St. James's Park, they might have gone into this game thinking, like almost overlooking it, thinking, we're going to... Do you know what I mean? And that you can't do that in any games in the Champions League. Maybe it was their first game back at St. James's Park against PSG. So they were all up for it. Whereas tonight, they might have been like, do you know what? If we beat PSG 4-1, we're going to beat Dortmund. And just not maybe... do you know what? Someone's just said it there. Newcastle fans, football's a humbler, innit? And sometimes a humbling is a good thing. Sometimes a humbling is a very good thing. It is.
Who they got on the weekend, anyone?
Don't know. No idea.
They got Wolves away. They got Wolves away. That's a tough test at the end of the day as well.
Yeah, Wolves away. Wolves away. Wolf.
Wolves are not clinical though, man. They should get that wrapped up. I think Newcastle today was a bad day in the office. Really and truly, they shouldn't be in Dortmund. I think it was just a bad day in the office, man.
Yeah, I think so as well, man. It's just. Again, it's just little question. Maybe were they missing Botman? Yes, you could say that. Like, were they missing maybe a couple other heads? I mean, Tonali clearly put a 1-0 bet on Dortmund to win. Oh, wait, too soon?
Have you seen the links though today about Paulinho potentially to Newcastle?
What?
Really?
Yeah, from the
Oh
Athletic.
my word, that's not just that as well. We could even wow,
And-
Athletic. Nah, they go and they're talking about Calvin Phillips, Scott McTominay, which I doubt anyways, and so forth and so forth. But you know who's also linked though, Daps? You're linked to Musiala heavily.
Bro, I look, me and Links.
No,
I don't mean the deodorant, bro. I've already spoke on.
That's what his DWE vibe today, man. Shit.
I don't think Musiala's going to leave Bayern, so I don't believe the rumor. Like, if I'm being honest with you, bro, I don't
leave, bro.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's one of them ones where if we get Musiala, then sensational. But it's October, bro. It's October. The window don't open till January. Yeah. There's a lot of games to play, and like I said, I don't think before the World Cup they let him. I don't think they let him leave. The Euros, sorry, I can't see him letting him leave.
After Bellingham, though, I wouldn't put it past City to put through an early deal like a Musiala. Because when I think about what you lot want for what you've been linked with over the summer, there was some sort of attacking spark in midfield that you wanted, like a Paquetá. He was obviously.
I've seen linked in with Paquetá actually, and that's a relevant one. What happened with that? Of all them is that just them charges with him just gone away?
Yeah, no, they've been rubbish, I believe, because you know what it is. There's links that Bayern want Wirtz. Wirtz plays in Musiala's position. Musiala
Wirtz is a baller, man.
They need big fee. They need to pay off. They want to get Polina as well, and they opted for Kane, etc., etc. It might make sense that Musiala is going to be a battle between. I think Liverpool linked with him. I think Chelsea also linked with him. And now you are generally Christian Folk. You know, when it comes to German news, I wouldn't put it past him. I don't really like him as a journo because I think he talks shit. But when it comes to German, Bayern Munich, etc., etc., you can't put it past. Yeah, you can. He's going to be the first one to kind of know before anyone. I mean,
I reckon. But how many years has he got left on his contract?
I think after this year, 1 or 2.
Right, okay, so I bet you by November time, Musiala signed a new contract for Bayern Munich, and this is just ultimately part of a whole propaganda thing to get a nice.
Yeah, but that's the thing is though, if he doesn't, bro, if he doesn't sign that new contract,
if he doesn't, and if he comes City, I'd be mad happy with getting him 100%. But I just at the moment, it
sounds like you're quite sold on. It sounds like you're kind of sold on Paquetá.
No, bro. I just like. I don't think Musiala will leave Bayern Munich. So I don't like. If he does, I hope we're in for him. But I don't think he leaves Bayern Munich. I think he's the German wonder kid that's coming through, and I think
apparently LB saying he wants out.
Well, bro, and I hope he does, and I hope we go in for him. I see Special One said he's coming home. What is he going back to Fulham then? Because that's where he came from.
Chelsea, bro.
Fulham, bro. It came from Fulham, bro.
If we get involved, I'm here for it.
Did he or did he not come from Fulham?
He came from Cobham, that's what I know.
Right, no, that's what you know, innit? But you know where you man got him from. You got him from Fulham.
The game's the game. He came.
The game is
the game's the game.
Look, I'd love Musiala. I don't think I said this when we were talking about him to Liverpool. I don't think there's anyone that's going to say if Musiala is linked to your club, you would love him to go there. But at the same time, bro, you know when you start getting your heart set on a player, yeah, and then bro. Listen, it's bad enough where rumours start in March about who you're going to buy in the summer, yeah? It is October, right? He ain't going to be going nowhere in January. So people want me to start getting excited about a player that we might sign in 8 or 9 months and get all invested in it. Like, oh, yeah. And then, like, all of a sudden it doesn't happen. You go, like, I don't want to be like a Liverpool fan and Bellingham. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. I do not.
Lie. When it comes to players and that Liverpool fans are kind of a special breed when it comes to...
Yeah. 100.
Oh, no, I remember Chelsea with Haaland.
I don't remember it being that bad, though.
Oh, no, Chelsea fans, not the season he came to City, the season before, yeah, when you ended up getting Lukaku. Like, you, man, were convinced you were getting Haaland.
Now, because Roman wanted him, bro. Roman wanted him.
Roman wanted everyone. Come on, let's.
Roman
almost got everyone. To be fair, you're not seeing the amount of midfielders you had under Roman, bro. You had every single baller that could play midfield at some point played for Chelsea.
I think
that was heating up.
Back to Newcastle, though, I do believe if they can hold out, if they can go get Champions League still in January, I think they really need to push for it. I think they can for exposure and everything. Daps might disagree. at least get to around a 16. It's a good stepping stone, right? But they can get there, and you talk to me about they're going to get Paulinho. That changes everything.
Yeah.
You know how again? The thing is, we talk about this in Liverpool's perspective. We talk about if another team gets this player or that team gets that player. If Newcastle's, there's nothing wrong with their attack. They got goals all day long. Yeah.
They're all over the pitch as well.
They're not scoring, or they're scoring 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the defense. Sven Botman's not even in a team, and Jamie Lascelles is putting in the clinic of a purple patch right now. If they go and get what they require, like Paulinho in the DM role, that changes the whole midfield for me. Instantly the quality just goes from here to there, and I think
so. These are the names that have been mentioned today, from the Athletic cast. So you've got Calvin Phillips, Scott McTominay, Onana, and Paulinho.
Well, take Paulinho all day long. It's the fact Scott McTominay and then, but why are they putting Scott McTominay in there as a DM for fuck's sake?
I really don't get that. I really don't get that.
Who was their last signing? Was it Anthony Gordon? No, it wasn't. Was it Barnes?
Yeah, it must have been Barnes, innit?
Barnes or Tonali? Which one came first?
Wait, no, Tonali came. Did he not come after?
Nah, Barnes was early doors. Tonali came after. They got Barnes done early doors. Yeah, they got Barnes done really early doors.
Neves on loan could be a thing, apparently.
Well, can we just real quick touch on this? Right, if they're looking at DMs, yeah, you've got Scott McTominay. He's scored 3 goals in the last 2 or 3 games, yeah. But giving away 2 penalties, yeah. Bro, you're not looking. Yeah, that's the DM I want. That is the DM.
Bro, he's the reason why that move even fell through for Paulinho to buy him, because they wanted him. Fulham wanted him, and he didn't want to go Fulham, so they had to obviously cancel the whole thing. Innit?
So Lewis was the last signing. I thought it might be what's his name?
Talking of Lewis Hall, where the hell has he been?
Where's Livramento as well?
I don't know what's going on over there.
Can someone tell me why Tonali was even playing?
This is when we need Kendall.
Because apparently it hasn't been decided yet.
He hasn't been convicted yet. You know what it is? If Livramento was the last sign of Lewis Hall, that might not be an Eddie Howe signing. So the next Eddie Howe signing might be, I want my Brexit player. I want Scott McTominay. That's a howler. That's a howler. Eddie Howe we trust. We need this to happen, guys. We need this to happen for the better of Man United and the better of Scott McTominay's career. So it's a double plus.
I mean, you can have Phillips.
Paulinho, I think will be very difficult because he just signed that new contract. So to get him out in January is going to be a myth.
It's hard set on
Bayern. Hold on. Did he sign? He signed the contract before he went Bayern though, didn't he?
No, after he came back.
Was it after he came back?
After he came back, they gave him a new contract.
There'll be a release clause in there then, ultimately.
Yeah. Most likely, probably was something on there.
Have you guys given your flowers to Anthony Gordon?
No, well, so I was about to, but we got kind of carried away.
Watch the game, so
that's the guy that I was talking about, bro. He was the only one that can walk away with satin today.
Bro, I didn't realize
he's so good.
His dribbling is just gone from since the under 21 thing. I never knew his dribbling was that insane,
bro. Cass, when he first broke through at Everton, he used to play midfield, bro. Yeah, and I was telling my boy, I said, bruv, you might watch this Anthony Gordon guy. He's a baller. He was looking silky on the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Flary. He's a good player, bro. And listen, we wanted him. When we wanted him, when Todd Bowley tried to buy him for 60 M's, yeah, I was like,
I remember that actually.
He's not worth no 60 million. I was like, listen, 40 max. But I rate him as a player. And Poch would have loved him because he works hard, right? And on the ball, he's good as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's only going to level up.
Season, man. I must admit, I wasn't a fan of Anthony Gordon because I thought that it was shit the way he left his childhood club, like when they were fighting relegation. But then I found out he's actually a Liverpool fan. He's not a Everton fan. So then in that case...
why did he used to brock us? So he used to brock us up every time he played us.
I didn't realise this, and I thought like he should have stayed there till the end of the season, then gone. But then when I found out he's a Liverpool fan, I'm like, nah, do what you're doing. I think he's been good. But that's what someone told me the other day. I think he's been really good. He's been one of Newcastle's... Newcastle have had a lot of good players this season.
He's got 3 goals this season, 2 assists.
But I think you're right. He works hard as well. He works hard.
He does. And he's quick and he's very fast, bro.
You know what I really like about Eddie Howe, is the fact that I know Newcastle's like a family club and everybody. That's probably down to management with Jason Tindall and Eddie Howe. Look at the attitude change between Gordon of Everton when he first comes to Newcastle and to this season.
Yeah,
The guy's maturing, bro. Like you can see in his game,
I agree with that.
his attitude. Like even when he gets tackled, he gets back up and fights for it. You can't knock a player like that. That is for me. He's got a long way to go still, but I think he's definitely the future of Newcastle. I think I'm not calling him Princess Diana no more. That's all you need to know. So
right now,
I must admit, it's made me change my opinion on
it. He needs to get a cheeky little call up instead of Marcus next time round. You know what I'm saying? He needs to.
Rashford performs for England. He just don't perform for Man United at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That is true. To be fair.
One of them Southgate favourites or anything along those lines. You know what I like as well? I think he was one of the better midfielders today as well as Longstaff. These Champions League games really mean something to him. Like you can tell as well. Another thing.
Cass is like. Listen, if Newcastle want to level up, you can't be going in the Champions League.
No, but it doesn't mean you can't give a man his flowers because he's not that great. It's like Conor Gallagher, bro. He's shit.
Nah, I hear it.
I was actually gonna say then. Well, you're going into the Champions League with Conor Gallagher. Then I remembered you're not.
He'll be a part of the squad, hopefully, inshallah. But listen, when it comes to starting the strongest lineup, he can't be in there, man. He can't be in there.
I hear it, but same thing for you then as well. Because when Nkunku comes, he's getting displaced. That you don't need those.
I don't mind that. Bro, off the bench, Gallagher to see out games, to press, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, so next season, you want Gallagher to be pressing young boys, yeah?
I want.
I ain't trying to be no group with no young boys.
That's the third time today.
I want
you missed earlier.
Mad thing earlier, bro. You missed a mad thing.
If that's 5, then that's a suspension. I'll be honest, that's a suspension.
That's Jimmy Savile's favorite club, man. But what's it called? Oh, you heard that? Well, I can't help.
It's all right, Cass. Your new saying's Jim will fix it. So,
Jim Savile. Oh.
No, Kaz's favorite one is Thomas. What was it?
Thomas Chargy.
Thomas Chargy.
I don't do that. Travrelli will be in here again saying you should call this never an Arsenal or something like that or whatever. In it, man.
God. Sorry.
Mons, just quickly, you said did you watch bits of the City game?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What bits? Did you watch a bit of both halves or?
I watched more of the second half than the first half because the Newcastle first half was
second half. Yeah, it was.
So second half, right? So second half, what do you think? Second half?
I'm not gonna lie.
It was less controlled than the first half. First half was more controlled.
It was more of what I expected from City. Like it was. Because the game was still kind of balanced on a knife edge in terms of the scoreline. I think you lot kind of just went for it, and I think that's the only reason you actually conceded the goal is because
it's Rodri mistake, bro. It's Rodri mistake. Did you see it?
Yeah. Now they're gonna say he's number 2 in the world. But anyway, sorry guys, just maybe insinuate.
No, I agree though. I think we're moving the ball about better. 100%.
I'd say someone I was still just every game Doku impressing me more. I don't think he was scintillating, but every game I look at him and I go, he's exactly what you guys need. I think Haaland, the 2 goals of his right foot, it's probably going to fly under the radar. That second finish,
especially the second one.
Why are we? Someone needs a 2-footed this guy, bro, because you can't allow this guy to have 2 feet, let alone 1.
Bro, he stuck it top in, he's off balance, bro. But he was off balance and he stuck it top corner. Like he didn't even shift it properly.
No, it's like he dug it out the ground. Yeah.
He just caught it round the defender and it's just flown through for the net. I was like, no, that's disgusting. Yeah. I think the penalty was a bit harsh on them though. I would say
but do you know what? Right. So do you know there was a flaw? There was a flaw there though in the whole overall thing because it was a weak penalty. Yeah, I'd say it was a weak. It probably was a penalty, but it was weak. But if the ref didn't give the penalty, I don't know if you noticed, but from that the ball moved over to I think it was Bernardo or Doku on the right to whip the ball in, but the ref blew, for a penalty. And then I thought, hold on, if you don't give the penalty now, then you've just stopped the game while we were in a goal scoring position. So I'm intrigued at what would happen there. If the ref blows the whistle to give a penalty, then actually it gets overturned, but he's blowing the whistle where you were still in a goal scoring opportunity. That's a bit. What would happen there? I guess nothing can happen. You just ultimately.
It's like 2 separate.
You hold it.
It's weird, isn't it? Like,
yeah. I guess it would be seen. Yeah, 2 separate phases. You're right. Yeah.
I think you win the game anyway. I would say that chip was disgusting though.
Let me even watch that now, bro. I haven't seen no.
The chip these man scored.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd say about young boys, right? Is
don't say too much about them.
Why be? Man.
You know what makes it worse as well? Pre the headphones has got on. Pre the headset.
You know what? Give me a second. I'm getting my other ones. Fuck it.
Once I got to show you something.
I've got them young skull candy, bruv.
What I'm going to say, is bro, something happened early that was mad.
I need to see it. So when someone sent me the clip and I'll fully I need to check it. I need to see that. Someone sent me the clip. Please. Need that. That was such poor wording from Daps though.
Yeah.
Poor words. Poor wording. Terrible. You know what I would say about young boys?
Yo, right, I'm back.
Carry on.
I'm back.
Oh God.
What have I missed?
Man.
Now, what I was going to say about that team there, I'm not going. We need to get out of this group as quickly as possible and move on from them. I was actually quite impressed with them, to be fair, as well. Bro, there's nothing I can say, can I? Literally, what can I say now? We're playing a team called that. What can you say? There's nothing you can say about it.
Hey, bro. You know what's killing me though, because when he was doing it, he kept saying DWE. And the motion was mad, bro. I'm crying.
Yeah, I would.
The motion was mad.
Down, by the way. I don't know what I didn't see.
And once when you watch
Smons. Have you ever been to a rave that DWE is performing in?
Not like I ain't seen him live. No.
Right. Okay.
I hope it doesn't perform like that. I hope it doesn't.
Oh no, bro. Oh, you're imagining things with my hand now, because that's going too far, bro. No, he would hold he holds the mic here. When he does the ooh thing, he pulls it away to make the echo thing, And I was just doing that. I'm showing my age.
Oh.
Pause.
No, but bro, but I know what you're talking about. What he does, but how did you do it? Because
bro, I'm not doing it. Are you mad? Oh, well, let me show you how I did it. The mad thing is they beat you a few years ago.
Legit? The stadium?
They did beat them.
Their stadium is called Wankdorf. Imagine, DWE. If DWE was being get Wankdorf.
Whoa. That movement is a bit mad.
Bro, it's worse. Bro, it's worse than I thought. Oh well.
That's his God.
I'm dead.
There was one moment that's caught me last year when I said something mad.
Oh no, there's bear with them, bro.
I'm actually crying, bro.
There was one where you and Mo, where Mo was going. There was one where Mo was going. I'm really struggling to get it up, and you were like, "Do you want me to help you?" He's like, "Yeah, I can't get it up." And Cass is going, "Oh, what? Do you want me to have a go?" And I'm sat there thinking, "Hold on a minute, what's going on here?"
No, wait. Why did none of you not stop him?
Bro, I thought he was going to stop. I was watching him. I was looking at him. And he carried on. I was like, no. That motion is a bit mad.
When I was like, wait, did anyone not see that? And then Cass did practice, and he's like, I just do it 3-4 times.
Oh, your mind's in the absolute mud.
Oh man.
You would never catch me.
If it wasn't for Daps, I would never have caught onto this pool stuff in the first place. It's been going on since what, the late early 2000s.
For a while, yeah.
American thing. Oh man.
That was definitely, bro. It's worse. I'm not gonna lie though. When I just watched that back, it's fucking hell.
I pick up Wolves.
Right, I say, as it's a bit of a sticky one still. Pause.
Hi guys, 6 likes away off of 200 if you don't mind. If you haven't liked the video yet, yeah, man, I think I've had 2 top tier videos today. Even last night was jokes. EH is Erling Haaland's due a hat trick. Better hide Cass after Sunday. Well, I mean, how can I hide? I'm on it every day, bro. I'm not allowed.
He's going to be watching the game with me as well. To be fair,
I'm not watching it with you, man.
Oh, okay.
Last time I saw it,
but
your emotion. You know, Gundogan scored a banger at the FA Cup. The guy barely,
well, within 1 minute,
the guy barely celebrated. So,
no, I was going. That's what I'm saying. Gundogan, yeah, forgetting that the person I'm literally celebrating, like going on about how good Gundogan's goal was a support of Man United who has just scored the goal against. Like, did you not see that goal, Cass? Cass is there. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, man. Oh, flipping. Oh, man. Once your team plays tomorrow, what are you saying? Where are you traveling to? Where are you traveling to?
Don't show me that fucking clip and ask me questions, bro.
You got easy game tomorrow. You got Toulouse, man.
You don't play Toulouse.
We're playing, yeah.
Toulouse.
Of course we're playing.
What do you mean, Cass? You been hiding? People don't understand. Do I ever hide?
Cass doesn't hide. Cass doesn't hide.
I'm here hiding. Right. Where have I been hiding?
Was with the Glazers thing happened when you took a break. Right, cool, you took a break, but that's the only time I could not get a hold of you.
Yeah, you needed that break, bro.
Oh yeah, that's when you ran me once.
Yeah,
I was sat in a restaurant actually having beef, yeah. And Monts rings me, he's like, Are you with Daps? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, Are you with Cass? I'm like, nah, why? He's like, what, have you not heard? And I'm thinking, what, is Cass in a madness? Do I need to get a train back to bed? He's like, the Glazers. I'm like, bro, you're ringing me about the Glazers when I'm so I thought you just wanted him to come on Big Six, didn't you? No, that's what you wanted. You wanted him to go on your channel so you could cook him.
Bro, I didn't even have a show that day, but
you just wanted to.
Bro,
you know what's killing me? Yeah.
Don't like. You was happy when you heard it, though, bro. You was happy.
Me. Of course I was, bro. I was gassed, bro. Because we even put it in a group. We once put it in a group at first, and that was when what was it? It was before it was confirmed that that he pulled out of it. Yeah, pause. And then Cass was like, I'll wait for the confirmation. What do you mean the confirmation?
Yeah, that is a talking point because I saw someone in in the Never a Foul Twitter account going on about everyone's worried again now because they know that we're going to get taken over by Qatar. Like, is that back a thing? Is it back on again? Cass, how are you feeling? Are you feeling?
My name's Sir Casscliff, bro.
All right. Jim will still fix it for you. Yeah, it's not.
Jimmy time. It's Graham Potter time. Soon come.
All I've ever cared about is the footballing side of things.
But is there any truth in this that Qatar might be back in for it? Vibe?
No. I know that. All right, so
can we start it back up again and watch you break again? Can we have Cass break again?
I believe that. All right, it's got nothing to do with the show, but I believe they are out. I'm quite sold on what Ratcliffe kind of wants to do on the footballing side. That's all I've ever truly wanted, right? All the shining toys can come after, but that's all I've ever wanted. So I'm kind of sold on the Paul Mitchell idea and all that. So that's truly what it is. Everything else will come naturally,
it's a
right?
City fan, isn't he?
Yeah. Who?
I didn't know that. Mitchell.
Apparently so, yeah. But either way, with today, apparently there's a $9 billion 7.2 billion pounds, and this is a new thing with Man United fans getting actual wide over to Qatar or something like that to Sheikh Jassim and or his father or something like that. And there's speculation that there's going to be another offer, and then that's
that guy's involved in how many investments, how many.
Yeah, I was going to say, them man are wiring figures like that. To us, that's a big deal. To them, that's like public, bro. He wanted to buy a new yacht or something.
The way fans are saying it, because Ben Jacobs and all that said that they're never truly actually out. It all came out afterwards by Telegraph that it was only a figure of speech or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyway, I don't care anymore. I'm bored. But they're out, bro. Yeah, they're out. We're going to be out of the Champions League when we lose to Copenhagen because we need to be Copenhagen for next week. So, anyways, yeah, man, that's it. Does anyone actually truly believe, before any previews go out, does anyone actually believe that Man United have a chance in the weekend? Can someone give me some props
Nope.
to run with?
I mean, this is so much better than talking about Liverpool versus to lose, by the way. So
I don't lose because I'll be making fun.
all right.
Yeah, don't lose to Toulouse.
All right. You lot are just anyway. Where are these men in the league? Where are they in the league? Someone tell me where they are in the league.
We're doing
France.
that right now.
Really?
Let's do it.
Oh, Toulouse. Oh.
And
Okay.
how about this? For those who actually know what's going on in my private life, I hope we smoke them. The fact that I hope we smoke them. So
Who's their star players? Who's in there right now?
I need a 10-0. I need it for my sanity.
I guess I know you watch the French league.
Wait,
Have they got any star man?
Each month is going to be like, hold that, France.
Hold that.
What you say?
So who's their
Hold
star
that,
players?
France.
Is there anyone to watch out for? From
man.
Toulouse?
What in Toulouse? The thing is, Toulouse have got a decent scoring record, but their back line is shocking, bro. I don't think they got anyone to really watch out for.
Chat, let us know, man. If there's anyone to watch out for, I'll look out for them.
Only the striker's quite decent, the Linga, isn't it? That's all I can really say. He's quite techie up front. Maybe Schmidt in the middle is quite decent, but other than that, not really. Nothing great. Bro. If Liverpool, they're holding 5 tomorrow by Liverpool. Let's put it like that.
What are the odds of Liverpool to lose?
Hey,
Are you on your DWE? Hey, what's it? That's the third one now, yeah. Man
I
said
didn't do no DWE.
Nah, I'm saying
right.
you're on your DWE vibe today with the similes
bro.
and that. Yeah, I see you.
Other than that, man, I'm gonna wrap up their person in it. So I don't know, man. I think maybe I don't know about that one. I'm not.
Who've Chelsea got tomorrow night, Don?
We're baking off. Don't worry. We'll be back next year. You know what I'm saying, when we're in there, we actually compete for it. You know what I'm saying?
So what Conference League?
We'll see in it. We'll see. I told you we'll finish in the top 5, so you get me. We'll be back.
So you won't be Conference League then? Europa League?
We'll be Champions League, bro.
What over
with
who?
Chest? With Chest. And listen, you saw I put you finishing in the top 4, but I'm just asking you.
I predicted from early, and everyone laughed at me. So we'll see.
No, I said you'd get top 4.
No, I know you did. But Cass
I did. I said they'd go on a late run and they'd get top 4. Their run started a bit sooner potentially.
You know what? Let me see this quick. Where is it? Here we go. I think this might be the one. They might go over. This is what we predicted in the end. Yeah, Chelsea 7th.
That's Mo.
Exactly. You man, that was Mo.
Hold on, that can't be the final one because
that's Daps' one, by the way.
Bro, it can't be because I predicted. I remember I predicted Chelsea to be 4th because then Dom was going Daps. Make that make sense? Like, how are you predicting us to get top 4 when you were saying how bad we were at the time? And I remember saying because I think Chelsea, when it gets to the back end of the season, will find form and go on a run.
By the way, I said third, and then I changed us and Liverpool round because of their goal scoring. So I did flip it round after that.
I do think it'll be hard for you to. I'm not gonna lie, because the Tottenham thing. Although look, I'm not having Tottenham to challenge, but I do get the relevance of the fact that when it gets League, Champions League, and cups, or one cup, the FA Cup, Tottenham potentially going to have literally one game a week. And I think that could be a big deal, especially if they do spend well in January. But we'll speak on that another day.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. So yeah, new Chelsea lad on as well. See what he's about.
Another one.
Yeah, man. Scouting.
Jesus, where are they coming from? Oh, they started winning again, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, make sure you head over to Monster's stream. He's got his panel, and I'm pretty sure they can go dive into the game and not do gestures with their hands and DWE standards and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man.
Stay here, guys, and head over. Catch me.
Your girl was dirty, T.
Head over there. There's 620 of you in here, so make sure you like, subscribe, all that goodness, and make sure you go over to Monster's channel. Just show the boy some love. He needs it right now. In a bit. His team is playing to lose.
Love.